All right, coming right home here on the set, my goodness, my pal Grover Norquist, president of Americans for Tax Reform. Grover, thank you. Thank you for helping us last week. We appreciated it in our special, our town hall. Look, I want to talk about this business about the prioritization of the budget, particularly revenues. I mean, hopefully Kevin McCarthy will stay tough. He's going to meet with Biden. You're not going to increase the debt ceiling without a lot of new spending cuts, right? Spending caps, sequestration. But all this talk about defaulting on the debt, that's just nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah. There will be no defaulting on the debt. Here's the good news. We did this all once before in 2011 and 2013. And all the players said all the same things. The Democrats at the time said you should never add anything. About half the time there's always been something added to the debt ceiling increase. So that's regularly done by Republicans and Democrats. Some good stuff, some bad stuff over the years. But a clean bill has never been promised to anybody. So one, there will be something added. Two, 61% of the American people back then and 60+% of the American people now believe you should only do the debt ceiling with some spending restraint attached to it. If you're going to pay this for the previous spending sprees of Biden's personally, we should at least make sure that the damage is reduced in the future. And then the fight back 10 years ago was the Democrats said, well, we'll cut Social Security and Medicare if you give us a tax increase. And the Republicans said, we're not giving you a tax increase, and we don't want to cut Social Security and Medicare. And so we're in exactly the same position where the Democrats keep saying the Republicans want to cut Social Security and Medicare. They were the ones advocating for that under Obama, and probably again, because someday that there maybe have to be some fix there. But the Republican position, no tax increase, and for every dollar of increase in the debt ceiling, in the next 10 years, $1 in less spending. That's what we got with Obama.
Kevin wants 3-1. The former CEA chair, whose name I can't remember right now, but he wants 3-1.
Well, I think you should start with 3-1 as the ask.
Kevin Hassett.
Yeah, Kevin Hassett.
I'm sorry. It's Monday. I'm brain dead. But Kevin Hassett wants 3-1. That's not bad.
I vote for 3-1.
Scott Perry wants 4-1. But the point is, you read...
Five. I think anything less than 5.
You read in the papers how the Bidens, and this is Ron Klain, who may be departing or whatever, chief of staff, designing a policy. No, they're not going to. No negotiations. We want a clean debt ceiling bill. They will never get that. They never have gotten it, and they're not going to get it this time either.
Obama couldn't do it, and Biden negotiated much of the Obama deal. So he's been here before. We know what they can do. We can at least get dollar for dollar. I'm for more because Biden is responsible for more of this deficit than even Obama was at the time.
Hate it that I couldn't remember Kevin Hassett's name. It's terrible. Do you have any idea when they're going to meet? Finally, Biden said he'll meet after saying he wouldn't meet. Now they're saying they'll meet, but they won't talk about the debt bill. Any idea when Biden will meet with Kevin McCarthy?
We don't know, but I was just reading the history of the previous one. They were on again, off again talks. There was we're not going to meet, we are going to meet. They played golf, and then they thought they'd talk. I mean, it was a real dance. At the end of the day, we need to reduce spending, real spending, in at least equal amounts.
Yeah.
And if we can do better than that, that would be good.
But this hue and cry, just in the last minute, this hue and cry that if we have a tough spending cut bill for the debt ceiling, that somehow if we postpone it, it's going to bankrupt the country, it's going to stop Social Security and Medicare, and we're going to have to default on our Treasury bonds.
2011,
that's their argument.
2011, 2013, we did exactly what you outlined, and it worked well.
Why not? I mean, the revenues come pouring in, right? You can prioritize them. I mean, I think, you know what? Suppose you wait 8 days, 10 days, 12 days. I don't care, the payment on Treasury bond interest. So what? If you get $200 billion of lower spending and move the baseline down, it's worth it because everybody knows we will make good on our debt, right? Everybody knows.
The markets are much more interested in knowing that we're trying to do something about spending than that one day or another that ceiling moves around.
Grover Norquist, you're terrific stuff.
Hey, Larry, thank you.
Apologies.